You ever wonder if there's like a secret to getting rich? I'm not talking about some new business strategy, but a real fundamental secret of the mind. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive deep into Joseph Murphy's book, Think Yourself Rich, because it claims that very secret is locked away inside every single one of us.
All right, so let's start with a paradox that I'm pretty sure we've all thought about at some point. You look around, right? The world is just full of brilliant, hardworking people. So why does it seem like success and wealth are so unevenly spread out? Joseph Murphy's book says this is no accident, and it really frames the whole problem with a few key questions you've probably asked yourself. First up, the big one. I mean, you see it all the time, right? Two people. Maybe they have similar backgrounds, similar chances in life, and yet one person goes on to build an empire, while the other can barely get by. What's the deal? Or how about this one? Two people open the exact same kind of business. Maybe they're even on the same street. One of them just takes off. They're thriving, expanding. The other? They're closed within a year. What is that hidden variable? What's going on there? And man, this one really hits home for a lot of people. It's a pattern you see everywhere. It's almost like some people just have this momentum, you know? It just pulls more and more success their way, while others feel like they're totally stuck. The book argues the answer to all of these questions, well, it's not what you think. So, the answer, according to the author, it has nothing to do with economics or education or even luck. The entire secret, he says, is hidden inside the most powerful tool you'll ever own, your mind, and more specifically, one part of your mind that most of us just completely ignore. And here it is. This is the core idea of the whole book, the subconscious mind. Now, this isn't just where your dreams and memories hang out. No, Murphy describes it as this direct line to a kind of universal intelligence. Think of it like a treasure house, right? It takes your deepest, most consistent thoughts and feelings, and then it works around the clock to turn them into your actual reality. Okay, so there's this great story in the book that perfectly illustrates this. It's about two geologists, Peter and Steve. Now, Steve, he relied on all the best tech, all the scientific training to survey this piece of land out in Utah, and he found nothing, zilch. But then Peter comes along and surveys the exact same area. The difference? Peter first used his mind. He tapped into what he called the guiding principle of his subconscious. And get this, within 3 days, Peter discovered a massive, rich vein of uranium ore. So it wasn't the tools that made the difference. The real wealth, as the author says here, was all in Peter's mental orientation. He truly believed the riches were there, and his subconscious literally guided him right to it. Okay, so if this subconscious mind is really that powerful, the big question is, how do you control it, right? How do you actually program your desires for wealth and success into this inner powerhouse? Well, the good news is the book offers a whole toolkit of practical techniques. First up is technique number 1, the power of affirmation. Now, this is not just wishful thinking, okay? We're talking about the act of repeating simple, powerful ideas. But here's the key. You have to do it with deep feeling and understanding. And the book says the best time to do it is right before you fall asleep, because that's when your subconscious is most open to suggestion. There's this incredible story in the book about a woman named Bettina. She was a widow and she was facing total financial ruin. So every single night, she started to quietly repeat just 2 words to herself: wealth, success, over and over until she actually felt the reality of them. Then one night, her subconscious just nudged her to look at this old vase she had. On a total whim, she posted it for sale online. And boom, it sold for over $7,000. That one little idea became the seed for a whole new thriving antiques business. All right, technique number 2 is called scientific prayer. Now, this is all about creating a really structured, systematic way to talk to your subconscious. It's not about begging for things. It's about aligning your conscious thoughts with these big principles of abundance and harmony and success. You can really think of it like a daily workout for your mind. And a perfect example of this in action is the story of Ralph S. He was this young attorney, and his career was just tanking. So he started following this super simple 3-step routine a few times a day. He'd find a quiet spot, relax his mind, and then just slowly and with a ton of feeling, affirm a specific set of truths about his life. And here's the core of what he would say. Just look at the language here. He's not asking for anything, is he? He's choosing it. He's claiming things like harmony, success, and prosperity as his own. He's literally declaring what is true for him, knowing, and this part is crucial, that these ideas are sinking right into his subconscious. And guess what? This exact technique completely turned his career around.
Okay, our third and final technique might just be the most powerful of them all: creative visualization. See, your subconscious mind, it thinks in pictures. It responds way more powerfully to vivid mental images, especially images that are just soaked in emotion, than it does to just words alone. The idea is, what you can truly see and feel in your mind's eye, your subconscious will go to work to create it. And to show you just how powerful this is, the book tells the story of Maria B. She had this dream of visiting Spain, the land of her ancestors, but she just couldn't afford it. It was completely out of reach. It really felt like an impossible dream for her.
So what did Maria do? She found a picture of a specific hotel in Spain, and every single night she would imagine herself actually being there. And I mean really imagine it. She didn't just see the room, she felt the breeze coming in from the window. She tasted the food she'd be eating on the terrace. She felt that incredible joy of being there until it felt 100% real.
So she had just one powerful desire. And she deposited that single, vivid picture of her trip to Spain right into her mental treasure house.
But here's the thing. The subconscious, according to the author, always pays you back with compound interest. So yeah, she got her trip, absolutely. But while she was on that very trip, she also met the man who would become her husband. So her one visualized desire wasn't just fulfilled, it was magnified and multiplied into something even greater than she had imagined. How incredible is that?
So where does this leave us? What's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, the book's conclusion is both super simple and incredibly profound. It takes all of these ideas we've talked about, affirmation, scientific prayer, visualization, and brings them all back to a single, empowering point of control. And that point is you.
And really, this is the ultimate takeaway from the entire book. It's not about your past, and it's not about waiting for some magical future to arrive. All of your power is in what you're thinking and feeling right now, in this very moment. By choosing your present thoughts and really holding on to that choice, you are actively writing the script for your own future. And that brings us to the final, really powerful question that this book leaves us all with. If it's true, if your inner world really does create your outer world, and your thought is the creative force that shapes your destiny, then the only question left is, what will you choose to think? Starting right now.